Hey, beautiful friend. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie, and we are checking in for your energies, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what is going on and how we can support your journey. All right. So, Pisces. We do have Venus kazimi at the time of this reading. So, it's a really interesting one because Venus kazimi is basically that Venus is in the heart or connecting to the heart of the sun. And, you know, that's something that's beautiful, that's healing, that's shining a spotlight. And I don't know, I feel this burst of support that comes through and relating to Venus. There's a lot around love, openness, warmth, communication. It's definitely magnetic energy. I'm going to share more on the Venus update and kind of what's happening over the next week or so energetically, because it's a really interesting transformation and a lot that I've been reading and connecting to when it comes to the transformation of Venus right now, in terms of the journey of Venus right now and how it may be impacting your relationships. So right now where Venus is actually behind the sun. So in the way that it would be viewed. So it's kind of stating it's actually in the dark right now. So you might find that there's just a lot of transformation happening when it comes to relationships of some kind. It's like a rebirth is happening, transformation is happening in relationships. So I will be diving more in that or about that in the Soul Collective. So if that is something that you are a part of or wish to join, more importantly, there is no cost. There is a free access if you wish to join, and it's the second link below. If you just register there, I'll send you the details on how to get in. Okay, so main energy, so interesting because this came up yesterday. Wow. Okay, so there's some similar energy in play right now for you. So I've got woman holding a heart. Strategy, the thinking man, appreciation, and man holding a coin. I feel like there's something significant in terms of an offer being presented here for you guys. So technically, looking at the energy overall, Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. With something to do with the strategy, something about creating. Interesting, it's got journaling. I'm not sure if there's some particular journaling that you're doing right now that you're focused on in terms of where you're heading, because it is like where you are working towards, you know, paying attention, something to unlock. There's something that this could be an internal strategy, an internal guide right now that you're being led, which could be around the heart space, around something that has meaning to you, that's something that has purpose to you and depth. And then we've got appreciation and support of that. I mean, we are in Gemini season, okay, with the thinking man. So, yeah, there's definitely something going on here around the heart space, around where you want to be, where you want to go, but it's like you're being asked to pay attention to something here. And then appreciation is the value of something, what you're looking at, how you're looking at things, what energy are you putting out. Again, what are you paying attention to? Are you paying attention to what you don't have or what you do have? Are you paying attention to, you know, I guess more of what's within you and around you? And then there's something pretty solid here. So let's dive in a little bit deeper and see what our Spirit has. Definitely an interesting start here for you guys. So woman holding a heart, what do we need to know here? Okay. So we've got the sun, beautiful, okay. Then death. Page of Pentacles, and then the Devil. Yeah, And I did say something about the darkness. And what's really interesting is that I feel the sun is healing some loss, okay, and is lighting some path for you where you get to kind of resurrect from a situation, is what I feel is happening here. We'll uncover more what this devil energy is, but it seems to be something that it's presenting itself, something that someone has learned or is uncovering, or is aspiring to be or go towards or present to you. But you do have the devil energy. I'm feeling a bit of a temptation here around something, around a situation. So let's dive in a little more and see what this is all about. Strategy energy, what do we need to know? So you've got the Knight of Wands and the Empress. Wow. And this is what I'm talking about. Empress is number 3. You've got strategy, which is number 3 as well. So there's something that I feel is enhancing, is improving with some goal or something that you want to work towards. But I think what's interesting and something to remember is that whatever you're doing here or what it is that you're seeking, it's not a half-assed approach. I think that's really important to recognize. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's you showing up that way, whether it's someone showing up that way, that's not going to be enough to support this Empress energy or what you want to create. So I feel like, you know, if you're wanting to achieve something or wanting to move towards something here, you could be working all day long, putting effort in, but the effort maybe you are putting in is potentially not enough here. And this could be you or someone that you're dealing with towards you, okay? So take what resonates here. There's just something about a new place that I feel that you are going. This is representing you here, okay? Being Piscean energy. There's something that's really, I feel, valuable, important to you that you're witnessing or experiencing. And I do feel it's your own transformation that you're potentially going through. It could have been something that, you know, you've really got into a place of strength when it comes to your heart, to how you feel about situations, where you're heading towards, and probably being more so open to the potential and possibility of things. Just more openness is what I feel. And I feel like it's after some ending and some transformation of your own. Maybe there's been a few things that have come to a close that you've had to relearn, or, you know, things about yourself or whatever it may be in terms of that. But what I'm sensing here is that there's something here on one side or the other, you or them, or you in a situation, that I feel like there may be like a lot of effort, but the effort is not large enough or devoted enough or supportive enough to meet this goal or this desire. So again, I think there's something about paying attention to someone, how they're showing up, or even your own actions and how you're showing up, because it seems to be a little bit inconsistent or a little bit more playful. And I don't think there's anything wrong with playful, but it's like if it's only coming in these small amounts and small quantities, it's like, well, what are you doing next? And there's something about this devil energy, which we will dive into, but that's causing or highlighting something here that's just, I just feel is being potentially not, I don't know, I'm hearing like not done the right way, or not done in a way that actually supports this. But let's take a bit of a look here. The Thinking Man, what else do we need to know? The Lovers. Okay, so this seems to be around some connection and choice or decision. Share more on the Lovers energy. So we've got the 5 of Cups with the 8 of Swords. So when we connect into this, when we have the Lover's energy, okay, I really do feel someone's looking at their choices, their decisions, their effort, their energy. Really interesting that, again, it's something to do with the way someone is approaching a situation or looking at a situation, because there's someone in thought here about what to do, how they're feeling about it. There's a little bit of logical thinking, no doubt, with a thinking man. However, and again, it doesn't matter if it's a masculine or feminine, it's someone who, yeah, it's like someone's seeking some answers here is more what I'm getting on a path, on a decision. But knowing that whatever this is, there's something here that feels at a loss or disappointed, or that's bothering here. Someone might be a bit too caught up in negative thinking of making a decision or making a choice here, because they're feeling at a loss around something. Let's get a little bit more here on the Five of Cups, the King of Cups, share one more. Queen of Swords, so interesting. Okay. So this could be about a connection, and it's a little similar to yesterday's reading, or highlighting some things from yesterday's reading as well, where we did have the extended. There seems to be a connection here that felt like it was an ideal match, and I think there felt like there was a lot of depth. However, there was some clarity or some understanding around this. But again, I'm getting like there could be another connection in play here, or another energy in play here. And someone cut out someone, or someone is really deciding whether or not they want to go towards someone here. Because the Queen of Swords can usually be, operating solo some of the time, okay? Energetically here, I'm just getting that someone is not giving as much to this King of Cups energy. There was a bit of a change in the approach towards a connection. I don't know, again, if someone was made a decision with a partner or choosing a partner, and someone felt, I don't know, rejected, left behind, not chosen. And there's something to do with the disappointment here. But it's also the clarity as well. It's like someone's gaining clarity, whatever this is, but there's still a sense of loss of something that thought to be celebrated. But interestingly, how this Five of Cups also has the Two of Cups behind here. And I just find it really interesting too, with this appreciation. There's something that someone's not seeing here regarding an opportunity or regarding a connection here. It's like someone is focused more on something from the past that's kind of caught there energetically, okay? But it's like not noticing a connection that is potentially there. So this is where, making a decision or wanting to move forward with someone particular, maybe you're not sure about something here. Maybe you're just like putting it in question because of this Knight of Wands energy, or because of the Devil energy. There's something else that you're kind of paying attention to, thinking it's not enough, or the way that they're showing up. There's something here that's in question, because you have, pretty significant desires of where you want to be, how you want to be treated. But again, it's like someone is caught up a little bit in their head, or like some pattern or some idea of something here, of just wanting to be loved and feel supported. But there's coldness that's coming from somewhere. That's leaving someone feeling a bit down and out. Let's have a look more at this appreciation energy and we'll dive in. Yeah, again, I think someone's focusing here on the lack versus what they do have. So Page of Wands and then the Five of Swords. Yeah. someone's bothered by something here very much, or just, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if you can see this on here, but there is the justice energy. There is the, not the two of cups, so to speak, but two energies, okay? Like a lover's energy, I guess you can say, and something to do with love that's on these. But then it's also, you've got butterflies. Like there's a lot of detail in these cards. But so this could be something related to love, related to a connection, related to a choice that is left you feeling perhaps not valued or not appreciated or unsure what to do about a situation. There seems to be something bothering you. I do feel that you're going to gain some communication, or some communication is going to come in, but it's like someone's approach towards the situation with this Five of Swords is like, I don't know if you're going to hear what you want to hear, or if this is about someone trying to be right or wrong, and that's just not going to be a supportive place to go and be. So that's what could be bothering you, is maybe you want to have some conversation, but whatever conversation that ends up happening, it just ends up in conflict. And it's like this person wants to kind of win any disagreement at all costs. It's like they're kind of proud for how they handle things, but it's just hurting everyone involved. But they're not even witnessing that, right? So this person seems to be lacking a little bit of maturity, or is just very self-centered. Like they've got something to prove here. Man holding a coin. What do we need to know? Page of Cups. Yeah. So you've still got someone in your energy here, Pisces, that you seem to be dealing with, that is a bit of an older energy, that is just a little bit like dig their heels in, their way, the highway. And this person still seems to just take space in your world somehow. I don't know what capacity. And if they're not a person that kind of digs their heels in, I feel like any conversation that you may have, it always leads into some form of loss or some form of disappointment, you know? And you're probably trying to understand, like, how do they not get it? Like, what's their intention here? How do they not get this? That every time that they connect, I just want to be valued. I just want to be understood. I just want to be appreciated. But something just keeps going a bit funny here. Page of Cups. What do we need? Else do we need to know? Nine of Cups. Nice. And the Hierophant. See, guys? So in amongst this, you do have somebody or something coming on in, okay? And I think you even know that, and I think you're open to it, but there's something else going on. You might be looking at, well, this person's not really showing up that much, or I'm not sure if I really want to give to something new, but I'm open and I'd be really happy if I could have that. And maybe, I don't know, I feel there's a little bit, and I'm saying this with love, there's a little bit of incongruency with the way that you're also showing up towards something or someone. Okay, so I want you to do a self-check on that. And what do I mean by this is that I feel there is a potential of something here. This person might really like you, is showing you that they really like you, or this person to you may not be giving a lot, okay? What you feel is not enough, or it's something that, it's like you want the cart before the horse, so to speak, is the kind of energy that I'm feeling. And remembering, like, if this is in early phases, you know, if someone is giving you everything up front all the time, that's more a love bomber. It's something that evolves over time. It's not, you're not going to be best mates straight away, but you might have a very strong recognition. And then over time, you build this really sweet connection. It's just like someone is expecting a lot here, or is focused on what someone is doing, how they're doing it. Is it enough for you? Like, there's some expectation, I feel, that's kind of clouding something here. But it's also the view, and you're looking at intent. Like, there's a lot of things I feel is being picked apart here. And I just don't know how supportive that is. But more importantly, you know, asking the question, why is that coming up? Like, why is that coming up for you, or for this situation, or for this partnership? Because I feel like you have a desire, like I said, to be treated this way, to show up in this energy, to attract in all the things that you desire. But how are you actually operating towards this? Are you operating in this energy yourself? Okay, so just something to connect into, to understand more about you, and kind of just look at what's really happening here, because I do feel that there's some opportunity opening up that's awakening here for you. But there's still some loss that it seems that you're dealing with. Or again, I'm getting this thing like something's a little bit on repeat, and I do feel like there's an energy that perhaps you wanted to work out or wanted to connect, and it didn't turn out that way, but it's bothered you. Okay, it's bothered you, and every time you connect with this, maybe you get excited, and it just leaves you feeling a little bit at a loss here, and maybe sometimes more of a loss. But I think the hurts become a little less because it's kept hurting over and over, and it's like, well, there's nothing left to kind of hurt. So I don't know what that's about, but that seems to be something about some energy here. Maybe you keep giving someone chances and opportunity to connect and talk with you, but at the same point in time, you're opening yourself up to something or someone else, but I don't feel you're really giving it a chance. And you could be showing up not as consistent towards something or someone, okay? But you're expecting to receive all of it. So there's just something that just feels really incongruent here around someone's actions. But interestingly, this man holding a coin, just let me take a step back. So you could be dealing with an air energy, okay, that's causing a little bit of, I don't know, challenge, okay, or someone that is just more logically driven or motivated, or the way that they operate, deep thinker. You could probably have really smart conversations. Maybe you can connect intellectually, but there's something here that seems to be amiss with that connection. There's like this heart space that you've been wanting, desiring, potentially longing for, that's just not being met with the depth. Different depth, right? So there's logical, there's intellect, and then there's heart, emotionally available, because I feel like there's something missing here. Someone is not emotionally available. But this man holding a coin, whoever this represents or is coming in, there's an offer. Definitely someone's interested, curious. And a part of that curiosity is, well, you know what, this is looking pretty good. There's two people here connecting, looking at what they have, I think appreciating what they have and what comes with this connection and this place. So someone I feel, just has a really sweet, I'm getting like visual. It's like this person who's connected with you is like really interested in what this potentially could be. You might find too that someone wants a deeper connection or a deeper commitment. There's something I feel a bit more on a spiritual level with this man holding a coin. They're a little bit more grounded than this other energy. But for some reason, I don't know who this is that you're dealing with that's a little challenging or a little bit pressing. They just seem to be still in your vortex or your energy space for some reason. But you do have someone else that's here that, or is coming on in. I don't know what space or place you've met them yet. But I'm definitely sensing that there's more here, or the potential of more to come. Like, I feel this person is going to express something. But again, I don't think they're going to be... They're sussing it out too. They're not going to be like, hey, Pisces, I'm going to give you the world. And if someone did that, just take a breath and go, maybe that's not probably a good idea, right? Because that, I don't know, that raised flags too when someone's too full on. So I feel like this person may take their time, but I think when you connect with them, there's a lot of like a sense of freedom in who you are as a person and being able to be free in that. Because I think, to be fair, I don't think you're open, but I don't think you're really caring that much about this new connection, because you still got this other thing going on that's taken a bit of your attention or a little bit of your energy. So what it's allowing to happen is this connection to come in, to be them, to you be you, and something really nice is happening here, right? There's no pressure, which I like, but there's definitely interest, there's definitely curiosity. And I feel like this energy, you might be surprised of where this can go. Let's get some advice for you in terms of this man holding a coin. What's the advice for Pisces, the moon? Yeah, it's like you may not be able to see it, may not be familiar with it, know it. Yeah, so this person is really thinking about you. You're on their mind. Look at this, 6 of material, the Hierophant, Page of materials. I mean, I don't know how else, this is kind of confirmation how this person is feeling. I just don't think you even know it. Maybe you haven't met this person yet, but I feel like their feelings here right now is you're on their mind. They're thinking about you. So you may have crossed paths with this person already, but when you do, it's like, well, you've got this person's attention, okay? And this person wants to give to this connection. They feel like that giving to this is just something that feels like it works, it connects. Maybe they feel like they've met their equal here on many different levels, you know. And then with the Page of materials, again, I feel like there's some offer in terms of a commitment or wanting to commit here with this connection. What do we need to know about this other energy relating to the thinking man? Queen of emotions. That's interesting that that's coming up again. So this seems to be something around potentially some work that you're doing. I don't know if this person is in a role where they teach a lot or mentor people or something around education. What else do we need to know? Yeah, so I think intuitively, yeah, whatever's on your mind here, I am still getting a sense that even your openness, because you're seeking commitment, okay? I can see that. There's something here that you're seeking commitment, you're seeking stability in a commitment, but there's something here that's just not matching up. I think in addition to that, you know, you might be in a place where you're doing pretty well for yourself. You're feeling good about yourself, like things are like really improving in your life, maybe too with work. Like, again, there's this sense of growth and stability and creativity where your life is just, I feel like there's a new spark in your space, okay? And intuitively, there's something here that you're feeling into, connecting into, and you're being asked like to trust your intuition here, because there's something that you seem to be in battle of, or in disagreement of, or in competition of. And I know that just doesn't sit too crash hot with you. So intuitively, I feel like there's something about taking something slow here. I'm just getting a sense as well. Let me just get a little bit more on this Five of Swords, because yeah. Ooh. Okay. So you got the Emperor energy, the Muse of materials, which is here, and the Page of inspiration. I've got a question for you. Are you causing a little bit of conflict in a situation that's someone here who's really showing up, who's really solid, who really has got their stuff together? Because of something else that you've experienced or going through? Like, are you putting too much pressure on a situation? I don't know. There's something here that's feeling pressured, that's feeling a bit forced, that's feeling a bit controlled. Okay, and I'm getting a sense, and I'm saying this with love, and it can be vice versa. It's like someone's not allowing the masculine to be the masculine. Someone's trying to force outcomes here. And like I said, I feel like that could be what this devil energy is that's showing up here, because ultimately it's like you're on, either which way, it's like you're on a new path. We can see this new path, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm saying it's you because it's how it's coming up. But again, it could be vice versa, or it could be an energy you're connected to. I feel like someone wants something to move faster and it's moving slower, and it's just causing a little bit of conflict here. What else do we need to know about this devil energy? Three of inspiration. Yeah, it's like someone wants to move forward here. There's no doubt. What else do we need to know? Yeah, again, stuck in choice, stuck in some decisions, stuck in the thoughts of progress. So I don't know what's happening here. There's either been something, not necessarily shut down, but I just have a feeling there's expectations here that potentially may not be communicated. There's still some choice or something stuck or energetically connected to something else, which is causing some issues here, because I don't feel someone is making themselves fully available. And I feel like whoever's not making themselves fully available believes they're making themselves fully available, or there's the expectation that there should be more given. So then someone is kind of withdrawing a little bit from that. But ultimately, I see you're in a really good place here, Pisces. But there's something going on with trying to control a situation here, or to control the lockdown of a commitment or a connection. And it could be the way that you're communicating. You might be thinking, you know, these are the conversations we should be having, but maybe it's too much too soon. Or again, like, allow things to progress naturally the way that it's meant to progress. Because I am seeing the willingness of someone here that wants to give, but maybe you might think it should be happening faster, or this person thinks it should be happening faster. But I guess a big part is discerning, are they really giving and showing up the way that you need? But I feel that this King of Pentacles is, but there's another connection that's not. And that's what's causing the disruption here between the other connection. That's probably, looking at it, a potentially better match for you, but you may not realize that you're going through your own transformation too, which is causing a little bit of challenge in both of these in its own way. So yeah, just be mindful. What's the final message for Pisces? Yeah. So we've got the Chariot, the Five of Materials, and the Nine of Emotions. So when we have the Nine of Emotions here, we know that's wish fulfillment. We've got the wish fulfillment here as well, okay? The Nine of Cups. But there's something here about if something doesn't move forward the way that it's expected, and sometimes that can be our connection, like the way that we connect, our attachment style. Sometimes it can also be as well, you know, that expectation. There's something here about wanting to move forward or the desire to move forward, but someone's feeling at a loss around something. But I feel once you kind of figure whatever this Five of Materials out for you, whatever this is, you've got movement towards your happy place. But you've got to figure out here, this Five of Materials, what is it that you're not valuing? Because you've kind of got that energy twice showing up here. Something that you're not valuing or feeling at a loss. And that's where the focus is going, which is kind of leaving. I mean, you know, shitty situation to be in. You've got someone pretty incredible here. You're open and available to someone who's not giving to you, or not giving to you the way that you want, and you're focused on that. Yet you've got someone here who's willing to give you those things, but you're not paying attention. You're focusing on what you don't have and what you don't want, and fighting for that, even though it's not true to you. But then you've got a connection that could be something real and genuine that you're seeking. But I think the way the energy is coming across is, I deserve all the things, I want all the things, but you're also not showing up that way for the right connection. You're giving it away to a connection who doesn't deserve it. So that's obviously going to, you know, again, I'm just giving it to you on how the energy is coming through. I know that's really sometimes hard, and it may not be you. It could be someone that you're dealing with, okay? But I do feel there's a little bit of, harsh truths here to kind of step back in terms of a situation, right? Because I can see something really wanting to move forward here in support of what it is that you really, really want. And it may not be this King of Pentacles, but I think you really need to clear something else out here that's taken your time, that's taken your energy, because I do feel in its own way, it's kind of like creating a different view on the rest of what's available to you. And you may not be seeing that because you've got this strong desire for this person or this situation or some expectation of what you want, and it's not meeting it, but it's like you're still in its own way fighting for it or have this hope and desire. And it is a really not a fun situation to be in. But then I've also seen you move on from it, but it's like you're kind of getting wound back up in it somehow. So I guess it's a big part of deciding, can you really take a step to move forward in this new place, in this new direction, this new connection? But I can see you're just a little bit in your head around this. I don't know, Pisces. Take the time, connect with yourself, what you actually want, what you really deserve, and how you can step more into this energy. And we know that the Empress really knows how to take care of herself and take care of the people that are also wanting to give at that level. It's a different magnetic connection. And like I said, right now with the Venus energy, kazimi, which is sun, in the heart of the sun, it's sometimes this energy itself is stripping back this Venus energy and dropping into that little bit of a maybe dark night of the soul of recognition, giving up to rebirth, to awaken into this new powerful version of yourself where everything that you've been desiring then flows through you, to you, for you. But sometimes you just got to be willing to give up the things that aren't serving you to get there, All right, guys, I'll leave it there and catch you tomorrow. Bye now.